Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making almond raspberry stuffed muffins. Yes, you heard me right. These are spectacular muffins that'll make any holiday brunch, any old day brunch, or a special treat after dinner, breakfast, or just a cup of tea. They are so outrageous and so easy to make, and they really have such incredible almond raspberry flavor. You're going to want to make them every single day, and your family's going to want them too. So before we get started, I'd like you to click that notification button, and I'd like you to become a subscriber so you don't miss any of my tips or videos, because they're amazing and I give you so much good recipes and information. So let's get started. So this uses the creaming method of mixing this muffin. We are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I have sprayed muffin cups with nonstick cooking spray. These are going to make about 16, depending on how big you make them, standard muffins. If you would like to make them larger, they would make probably about 8 if you use the big old jumbo muffin cups. So let's get our dry ingredients ready, because we have dry ingredients and then we have to cream our butter and our sugar, and then we're going to add our eggs, and then we're going to add some dairy product as well. So in a bowl, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's our chemical leavener. And half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now, baking soda needs an acid to react to get that beautiful carbon dioxide explosion, so it really helps your muffins rise. We're going to be using yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, 1 cup of that. So I'm going to whisk these dry ingredients. That's all that is. Just these 3 ingredients: 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. All right, we're going to get that over here. Now, before we start our creaming, I have taken 1 container of almond paste. It's 8 ounces usually in the store. You will see that. You do not want marzipan. Marzipan is more like a candy and super sweet. You want almond paste. And what I've done is I've rolled it out, sort of like Play-Doh, because that's what it's like. Roll it out and cut it into 16 pieces and just sort of push them down so that they are like discs, and they're about a little bit smaller than the diameter of your muffin pans, okay? So I'm going to put those on the side. I also have some raspberry jam in the wings, but we won't talk about that yet. So now we're going to come over to our electric mixer, and I'm going to put 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of softened butter in there. I'm going to put in, I believe it is 2/3 cup of granulated sugar. And I am going to use my paddle attachment to cream. And that is the only attachment you want to use on your electric mixer to cream. So we are creaming that until it's light and fluffy. Your butter should turn white, and it should actually help the sugar crystals bash in the butter and aerate them. And when it aerates them, it's going to help the baking powder and baking soda work together with those air cells, and it's going to create more rising power in our beautiful muffins. So in the meantime, I've cracked 2 large eggs, and I just put them in a pourable spout container. I just have like a little creamer. You can use a liquid measuring cup. 1½ teaspoons of beautiful, try to get pure almond extract, and I'm going to add that to my eggs. And you don't even have to mix it in. Now, typical creaming method of mixing is once you get your butter, softened butter, and your sugar together, you are going to lower the speed, and you're going to add 1 egg at a time. Now just add like a whole yolk and keep it going until it's incorporated. Do not add the next egg until the first egg is fully incorporated. And if you have to wipe down the sides with a rubber spatula, you will. And here we're just going to do that real quick. So we're just going to go up and around and just get that butter off the sides. All right, doesn't have to be perfect. Start it up again. Add our remaining egg and almond extract. And this is where we can beat almost on like medium, medium-high and be okay. Now, once we start adding our dry ingredients, our flour, remember wheat flour, if you add any moisture to it, liquid like water-based ingredients, we are going to create some gluten. We don't want to add too much gluten because we don't want a tough muffin. So once we have this all incorporated, we're going to go on low speed, and we're going to add about half of our dry ingredients. You can even do a third if you would like, but let's do a half on low speed because you don't want to create gluten. Mixing also creates gluten. And you do want a little strength and structure in your muffins, but hey, we don't want to make a bagel muffin, right? That's another show. So we'll add about half or so. All right, let that blend in. And you can see it's pretty thick. That's okay. And then we're going to add the remainder or the whole 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And this is plain Greek yogurt. You can use fat-free, you can use high-fat, whole milk, whatever you want. All right. My kids love this muffin. They loved it. I could bribe them and get them to do anything I wanted if they had this muffin. So we're going to go and stay on relatively low speed. The remainder of our dry ingredients. Typical creaming method, you start with dry ingredients, you alternate with your wet ingredients, which is our yogurt, and you end with dry. Whether it's a third, a half, always dry, wet, dry, whatever you do. All right, so I'm going to get the rest of that in. All right, get the rest of that flour mixture in there. You don't want it to overmix. All right, and we're done. That's our batter. That is our batter. Almost faster. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful batter. That is a muffin batter. All right, really lovely. You are lovely. You are just lovely. So I'm going to clean off my paddle. Oh, and it's beautiful. I love the color. It's creamy, smooth. It's like an emulsion. And if we have any little area that's not mixed in, you can see there's some, dry flour there. Just go around with your rubber spatula, but not too much mixing. Just enough to incorporate everybody. Everybody in the batter, guys, for beautiful, beautiful, beautiful muffin, okay? So if you see a streak of yogurt, get it in there, and we're done. All right, so now we're going to come over here. We're going to get our beautiful prepared muffin tins. And we are going to do this in a very interesting way. So we want about a tablespoon of batter, maybe a tablespoon and a half of batter, just to cover the bottom of your muffin pan. And I'm just going to do a few of these for you. So you're going to get about a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon. And then you're going to, I'm going to go get another offset real quick. It's a good thing I got a lot of them. And you're just going to smooth it around because we got to have room for that beautiful filling. All right. And you're going to divide this up between your 16 muffin tins. Now, I don't have 3 of these, so I'm just going to have to bake more after these are done, and that's fine. Now, I'm going to add about a teaspoon. So we want to save room for our almond paste. I'm just going to put that in the center. Ooh la la. And then we're going to take one of our almond discs, put it in there, sort of push it down. All right. And then we're going to cover it up with another, about a tablespoon. Again, use your judgment. Every muffin pan, even though they say they're standard, they do vary. So you're just going to cover. You want to make sure you cover your almond paste. Cover your almond paste, folks. all right? And you're gonna do this for every muffin. Try not to get any on the sides because you want it to come out nice and clean. And then you're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees, and they don't bake for too long, about 25 to 27 minutes. They're gonna be light brown. You don't want them overbaked, because if you overbake them, they're gonna be harder, and you don't want that. So again, between 25 and 27 minutes, I'm gonna continue building my muffins with my beautiful almond raspberry filling, and I'll see you back here. So my almond raspberry stuffed muffins just came out of the oven, and they're amazing, and they're piping hot, and there's even a little jam peeking out from various ones, and they look so inviting. I really have to cut one open. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's cut it open, baby. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a surprise. And you see the almond paste? You see that? So if someone tastes it, they're going to be like, what is this? Quelle surprise. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an amazing, amazing little gift you're going to give everybody at the table during brunch or your holiday festivities. I hope you make this recipe. I hope you become a subscriber. Till next time.